Hi, my name is Anna Tarrant. I'm a Professor of Sociology at the University of Lincoln. I'm also leading a major research study called Following Young Fathers Further, which explores the parenting journeys and support needs of young fathers. Young men who experience a first pregnancy or become a father for the first time when aged 25 and under. A key aim of this research is to co-create new, strengths-based visions of young fatherhood with young fathers, and to explore both what father-inclusive practice means to them and create opportunities for them to share this with professionals who they can expect to encounter when they become and transition to parenthood. But what does father-inclusive practice actually mean and entail? Lots of policy documents and some academic literature refers to this term, but it's not always something that's tangible and readily translated into practice. According to a report by the Commonwealth of Australia in 2009, the elements that underpin a father-inclusive practice model are, first, a recognition of the diverse circumstances, strengths and interests of fathers. Second, recognising and adopting a positive approach to the diversity of men, their needs and expectations. And third, encouraging both men and service providers to openly acknowledge and value fathering. We know that fatherhood is important to family well-being too. In promoting fathers through father-inclusive practice, we promote the fathers' well-being. We build on their capacity to support mothers' psychological well-being and other maternal health behaviours. And we also, perhaps most importantly, promote children's mental health and development. Identifying what works in practice can be difficult, particularly when blanket solutions are considered for diverse problems. A necessary precursor to understanding what works is knowing what matters to people. Research with young fathers suggests that professionals who develop and deliver effective practice should be able to consider how their service may be hard to access for all fathers. This involves in part challenging the notion that fathers themselves are hard to reach. This also involves challenging myths and stereotypes and addressing stigma by promoting positive messages about fathering and masculinities. It involves creating safe social spaces or group interventions that offer both tailored individual and holistic support to address complex needs. Professionals who employ father-inclusive approaches also employ an ethic of care, compassion and authentic engagement. It involves working with fathers to understand their experiences and develop knowledge about their support needs rather than deliver to them. And finally, it might involve acting as a mentor or a guide, rather than a disciplinarian. The Fatherhood Institute also encourages services to carry out an audit of dads and men who use, are impacted by and work in their services, as well as an audit of staff attitudes and practice, a kind of temperature check, if you will, to gauge where you are now and where you might like to get to achieve a whole team approach. In interactions with dads, a personalised approach is key. Naming dad as opposed to the catch-all term of parent can help with inviting dads into the service and into the support offer. Dads matter to their children. Emphasising this in your interactions with dad can make all the difference in acknowledging their value, no matter what their circumstances. First and foremost, though, is the importance of thinking dad. Dads in all their diversity are assets to their children, and this must be recognised in all interactions with families to ensure their wider inclusion. To learn more about the most up-to-date research on young fathers, please visit the Following Young Fathers Further website, read our open access reports, and join our research network.